Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Thursday, November 20, 2025. Making the headlines tonight, a landmark CCJ ruling spares GOB from paying millions to former butane importers. Court of Appeal denies Feinstein leave to appeal lower court decision. And the House approves $34 million CDB loan for Belize City to Hattie'ville Road upgrade. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
It's an massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double B-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Saturday. That's right, 2 times the B-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with B-Bucks Builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, B-Bucks. You can get it all this massive season only at Penny's. Quality and savings.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
What made me want to start my journey in terms of owning a home was basically me having my own space, my own domain, and having something extremely special for my family. That feeling was indescribable. It was amazing, moving in the first time, seeing all the new furniture, the new paint, the new accessories. I was amazed. Home for the holidays means to me bonding with my family, having an amazing time in the Christmas spirit. I would highly recommend Atlantic Bank's personal loans for home renovations because of what it did for me. I fixed my kitchen, I fixed my storage, I fixed my master bedroom, my showers, you name it, I fixed it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with Smart Supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or *100 key, use the Smart app, or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together.
of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
Today we officially hand over essential IT equipment to Belize's 9 municipalities under PAC's Readiness 10 program with the Green Climate Fund. This handover represents a tangible step forward in strengthening institutional capacity to build climate-resilient communities across the country. Prior to this, the GIS software licenses had already been provided under this project. GIS technology is one of the most powerful instruments available globally. It enables us to visualize, analyze, and interpret data to better understand relationships, patterns, and trends.
The Belmopan City Council has already embarked or is embarked on its implementation of GIS within the city of Belmopan. So any additional resources that we can utilize towards this project is definitely useful.
We will make sure that we make every good use of this to gather, like I said, information to ensure that we better prepare ourselves. And we continue to seek other opportunities to ensure that we prepare for what's ahead.
Climate change is the single most significant impact, threat, vulnerability, risk that our environment faces, as do we. It is the beginning, and we hope that with these equipment and with the ongoing support of programs like R10, I even shortened the name even more, we can build our capacity and our ability to be resilient against climate change.
Today is a moment to pause and acknowledge the progress we have made together in strengthening our urban communities. Your teams are now better equipped to use spatial analysis tools to support the development of climate-smart cities and towns.
It's an massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double B-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Saturday. That's right, 2 times the B-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with B-Bucks builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, B-Bucks. You can get it all this massive season only at Penny's. Quality and savings.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ, today handed down a landmark ruling that sets out the contours of the government's powers to regulate a sector of the economy. It also spares the government from paying up to $68 million, which is the figure in damages that 4 former butane importers sought from the government. The companies, which are controlled by the Zaragoza brothers in Mexico, but who also operate in Central America, took the matter to court after the government introduced legislation in 2019 allowing for the establishment of a government-backed butane monopoly, the National Gas Company Limited. In September 2022, the Supreme Court ruled that the company's constitutional rights to property and rights to work had been breached and ordered an award of $10.9 million. The government appealed the decision, and the Court of Appeal found likewise that the company's rights had been breached, but ordered that the damages be reassessed at the lower court because they had not been properly pleaded. The Court of Appeal did uphold the decision of the lower court not to award vindicatory damages. The government appealed to the CCJ while the companies filed a cross appeal regarding their arguments about freedom of association and equal treatment. Today, the CCJ found that there were no breaches of constitutional rights, that the $10.9 million award was set aside. We hear from one of the attorneys for the government, Senior Counsel Eamon Courtney, followed by the Prime Minister, who announced the good news in the House of Representatives.
Government decided to reorganize the market and to have a central importer, taking it into Big Creek, and then the gas companies would buy from there and continue to retail to their clients. They took exception to that and challenged the legislation and claimed that their goodwill, that is the business reputation that they enjoyed, had been compulsorily acquired by the government. Their right to work had been taken away from them. Their right to freedom of association had been taken away from them by the government, and that they had suffered in excess of $65 million in damages. They succeeded at the High Court. The Court of Appeal did not rule completely in their favor, but remitted it to the High Court for a further assessment of damages, to correct the assessment of damages. The government appealed to the CCJ, and the CCJ has today decided that there was no taking away of goodwill, no taking away of their right to work, their freedom of association, and that in fact they are not entitled to any damages because they did not plead or prove it properly. And therefore the government's position has been vindicated. That is to say, the way in which the LPG market is currently organized and the legislation that governs it is constitutionally compliant. Governments regulate many markets, many industries. And the question is, if you are operating in that business, if you're operating in the television space, if you're operating in the LPG space, what right do you have to carry on the business in a way in which you have always carried it on? And if there is a regulatory change, can you say, my business has been affected by the new regulation, and therefore, whatever diminution in profits that you suffer, you are to be compensated by the state? I think this decision provides the clarity in telling government how far it can go in terms of regulating an industry, regulating a type of business without having to compensate those who are negatively affected. So it provides clear guidance on the policy space that the government can exercise, which incidentally was one of the main reasons why the government had decided to appeal this decision.
I just want to give you a little bit of good news. The Court of Appeals of the CCJ, Madam Speaker, just gave a ruling on the Tomza case. Remember when the UDP decided to give a company the an exclusive to bring in butane into Belize? They got a claim that the price was going down, and then got everybody else out of business while these people could have gone to buy it from them. And then when it came to sue, it's obviously it is our government. And the The Supreme Court and the Caribbean and the CCJ, and the Court of Appeals did rule against the government. Actually, they had us, we would have probably had to pay about $68 million in damages to the gas companies, including Tomza, the gas company, based on the Court of Appeals decision. And I want to publicly thank Eamon Courtney, Senator Courtney, who took up the case, went to the CCJ, and guess what? Senator Courtney win the case. So in effect, he is saving this government, this country, people of Belize, millions of dollars, trying to correct the foolishness that the other side did when they were in government. So I think it's important for me to share that and to congratulate Senator Courtney and his team for winning this very important case.
We note that NGCL has principals from persons close to both major political parties. The president of the Court of Appeal, Madam Justice Minette Hafiz Bertram, today denied former State Bank Port Coral developer Michael Feinstein leaving to appeal a decision of High Court Justice Rajiv Guntalike. The lower court judge had denied Feinstein's application to amend his defense in the fraud claim brought against him by Atlantic Bank. This is in respect of the title for the 23.4-acre extension of State Bank Island, which is in Feinstein's name, rather than in the name of State Bank Enterprise Limited, now under receivership. Senior counsel Eamon Courtney is representing Atlantic Bank.
You will recall that just before trial, 8 days before trial of the case that has been brought against him by the bank, he applied to amend his defense or to re-amend his defense and also to introduce a further witness statement from himself and a witness statement from his wife. We opposed it. The trial judge said, listen, you guys have had this case going on for a long time. There have been 3 adjournments. The trial has been adjourned 3 times. This is going to be the 4th time. I'm not going to entertain it. It is far too late. And so the judge struck out the application. They applied for leave. They don't have an appeal as of right. They applied for leave to appeal that decision. Madam Justice Hafiz today said, your application is dismissed. You have no leave to appeal. They, of course, signal that they are going to now ask the court, the full court, to review it. It's all a matter of delay. It's playing tactics, and that became very clear in my respectful submission to the court today.
Courtney stated that in the meantime, the asset is eroding.
Certainly a concern, I believe, to all parties. And I believe it is regrettable that the legal fight is continuing whilst the asset is wasting, whilst the opportunity to develop that island and to have it act as some sort of cruise facility is being delayed, something which everyone recognizes is vital for the development of the tourism sector. So, the lawyers and the clients are fighting, but the reality is that Belize is suffering in one sense.
The Anti-Trafficking in Persons Unit of the Belize Police Department formally arrested and charged 4 persons with facilitating the child prostitution of a female Belizean minor. The accused are Belizeans Oscar Diaz, Maria Arias, and Ramona Cano, along with a Guatemalan Gloria Rodriguez. They were arraigned at the Independence Magistrate Court and were released on bail of $6,000 plus 1 surety. Police are investigating a case of suspected poisoning up north. Authorities were called to a private medical facility in Orange Walk Town just before 2 early this morning, where they observed the lifeless body of 34-year-old Hilmer Alcocer. It is believed that Alcocer, who is originally from Corozal Town, had ingested poison sometime on Saturday. The investigation continues. A 12-year-old minor from the Toledo district, in the company of a female family member and a social worker, visited the Punta Gorda police station to report that 2 of her brothers allegedly had sexual relations with her on several occasions during October and November. She also reported to police that her stepfather allegedly sexually assaulted her as well. Police are now investigating the incident. After the break, opposition leader invites assessment about the future of the Corozal-free zone. Stay with us.
When Shell V-Power flows through your engine, confidence flows through you. Choose the fuel that 100% cleans critical engine parts and keeps your engine performing like new.
All right, on the one fun day on, the window open and the light may turn off. You look like you listen to me, Jamie.
Not only that, I even get a new coffee mug where keep my coffee hot all day.
I'm impressed. You don't look like you're so hard here.
Better than that, BL can change my meter to one of their new smart meter. They call it the AMI.
Oh, I hear about it on TV for BL. How do you know?
Yes, man. It don't reach the money better to change it right now. Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, I'm almost done here.
So that when you reach my area,
we're upgrading meters across Belize, house by house, business by business. Always look out for BL logo, uniforms, and IDs. BL will make you know when we're in the area. The EMI meter rollout is a part of BL strategy to modernize our energy services.
You don't need to come in at my house, right?
Come in at your house, boss, only if you got something good for you.
BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
Sir, your item is ready for viewing.
Is that all?
This is everything.
The journey towards owning a home was a family decision, as we needed stability and security. And it was a financial investment that we would have for our family's legacy. Getting a home loan from Atlantic Bank was very easy. The officers there were able to walk you through the process and you were able to ask questions. Moving into our home for the first time was a blessed and happy experience. I remember turning the key for the first time, and the family was so excited to see our new home where we'd be making new memories in.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Bomb City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today? I'm so stressed out. Okay, I'm saying I can help right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay? Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
It is truly an honor to join everyone here today for the final forum of the Engaging Men and Boys to Advance Gender Equality and Help Prevent Gender-Based Violence project.
And so I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the office of the Special Envoy in including males in this conversation of domestic violence. Because often we know that this has been a taboo subject. We don't want to discuss it publicly, but I think that with the work that is going on through the Office of the Special Envoy, we have to debate it, we have to give it the public discourse that it so requires.
We are here because we must confront hard truths. Domestic violence is rampant in our communities, and it must end. Attitudes can change, that cultural traditions that are harmful can change. We don't have to stick to them because they were passed on to us.
At today's House meeting, the government introduced a loan motion for $34.5 million for the upgrade of 24 kilometers of road from Belize City to Hattieville. Prime Minister John Briceño explained what the program will entail.
So we have to be putting way much bigger culverts, more of them, and also raise the level of that road. Also the Burden Canal, all of us know about the Burden Canal Bridge. And many of us, we know, especially when you're coming up, you have to slow down because the slope ends up being high and then it goes down quickly right on a curve. All these trucks with a lot of weight, with goods that they're traveling across this country. So this project provides access to the commercial center in Belize City for a high volume of high and light goods vehicles. This project will be implemented by MIDH through its Project Execution Unit over a 42-month period commencing November 1st, 2024 and ending April 30th, 2028. I know you refer to the 2024, but a lot of work had to be done.
Minister of Infrastructure Development, Honorable Julius Espat, called it the most important highway in the country. In response to observations that the cost per mile of road is exorbitant, he spoke of problem areas that need to be addressed on the road.
Anybody that has any sense when driving that highway will complain. There is not enough shoulder. In fact, there is no shoulders because it has been eaten out. There is no line markings because it's at a deplorable state. Accidents happen over and over and over. Now, we have experience in the Sarteneja Road project, a section of approximately 400 meters. And it is there right now that has a problem similar to what we are experiencing in Belize City to the Halova Bridge. The section from Belize City to the Halova Bridge. It is also experienced on the Chetomal Street road that the UDP built before the election. It is the same problem. It is a similar problem that we are facing on the Western Highway, leaving Old Belize towards the Burton Canal. These areas have a significant depth of peat. What is peat? Peat is mud, organic material that rots with centuries, more than that sometimes. The engineers from OECC have tried to use 2 or 3 different methods to be able to try to see if that peat can resist the road that is being built there. They have not been successful in that 400 meters. So our engineers from MIDH, along with the engineers from OECC, along with other foreign independent engineers, have come up with a proposal for that 400 meters that we might have to pilot and cast it as if it was a causeway, because there is no other option. We are aware of the fact. This is engineering. You encounter these things as you go along, but it is part of the defects liability. It is part, and that's why I mentioned the design build project. It is a project that was approved by the United Democratic Party on the basis of a design build concept.
Leader of the opposition, Honorable Tracy Panton, called it another loan and questioned its timing and whether Belize can afford it. She also called out the lack of details, including a feasibility study.
Let me be clear. We're not against roads. We're not against climate resilience. We're not against borrowing when it is absolutely necessary and truly beneficial and well managed. What we are against, Madam Speaker, is when we continue to borrow and borrow and borrow and borrow, knowing that these commitments will lie on the backs of our children. So on behalf of the people of Belize, Madam Speaker, I say that the opposition will not be partners to a governance style that says, trust us, when details are scanty and there's a growing mistrust by those we represent in the way the government conducts the people's affairs and manages the public purse.
Minister Espat responded that all the studies and required documentation is available, as the international financial institutions would not approve a loan without them. The motion was taken through all its stages and passed today. We'll have more from today's House meeting in subsequent stories. Honorable Tracy Panton, leader of the opposition, believes that if the Corozal-free zone has become too much of a problem due to the reported control by cartel operatives of the tobacco trade, it should be shut down or repurposed. She added, though, that an assessment needs to be conducted first to determine the potential impacts.
Of course, there has always been concerns, but nothing as blatant and as glaring as we see happening now.
Given what has become common knowledge now, though, that the cartel operatives are in fact involved and perhaps even controlling tobacco that comes out of the free zones, what do you expect would be the policy decision taken in relation to it? Should there be a policy decision in relation to that?
Well, I think if the situation is as out of control as I understand it to be, the free zone should be shut down. It's not the risk is not worth it. And I don't know outside of these counterfeit cigarettes, and I understand there may be some movement of fentanyl. There's any meaningful trade happening in the free zone. And if it's going to, the activity they're going to cause a threat to our sovereignty, if it's going to cause a threat to our international reputation, if it's going to cost the lives of Belizeans, then what's the point? I would have to look at the data that's available to make an informed decision on that. And there would have to be, of course, the kind of consultation that is important in terms of our not only trade arrangements in this country, but commerce. And those who rely on work that may be available at the prison for their livelihoods. I don't think that we can have the discussions around them, that we need to hear from those persons who are the beneficiaries, and also those people who would, as a result, be marginalized if that should happen.
Opposition leader Honorable Tracy Panton has called the latest developments regarding the Budna kidnapping a disgrace. These include the government backtracking on its commitment for an independent investigation and choosing instead to finally forward the file to the DPP. She has since indicated that the file contains less than nothing.
I think that's such a national disgrace. I think it's a national disgrace because the Prime Minister certainly gave the indication to this country that an investigation was conducted by Ms. Anderson, Assistant Commissioner Ms. Anderson, Suzette Anderson. He had indicated that he had received information on what had transpired in this case, that Ms. Anderson, based on her findings, had suggested that we have an independent investigation. That was supported certainly by the former Minister of Home Affairs. And now, for a file to be sent to the PTP that has less than nothing, certainly calls into question the Prime Minister's credibility, calls into question the Prime Minister's ability to speak truthfully, and the Prime Minister's ability to govern in a way that will garner, again, the trust and confidence of the people. It is a national disgrace that the DPP would have to make such public pronouncements on a matter that is so high profile. And not only that it's a high profile case, it has implications on our international human rights treaties that we have signed on to in terms of the care and protection we must provide for our citizens.
51-year-old Nicaraguan doctor Carlos Cuz has been freed of the charges related to spiking a nurse's drink. On Monday, the court upheld a no-case submission by his attorney, Richard Dickey Bradley. Surveillance footage captured the moment that something was poured into the nurse's drink while he was away at the bathroom. The incident occurred in November last year. The victim testified that he only recalled that the doctor had been encouraging him to finish his drink and then woke up at the doctor's house. The prosecution wasn't able to provide sufficient evidence that the doctor knowingly tampered with his colleague's beverage. Bradley stated that the complainant did not testify as to any symptoms he may have suffered and that a test was done until 5 or 6 days later. After the break, is November 21 a lucky day for Belize beauty ambassadors? Stay tuned.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with smart supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or star 100 pound key, use the Smart app, or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together. Yo.
One of the reasons I applied for a credit card at Atlantic Bank was because I travel a lot. I'm always going here and there and everywhere, and having that card made my life so much easier. I could literally charge everything. I had no issues. I don't have to worry about carrying money, and that has been one of the most effective points. Using my Atlantic Bank credit card has improved my life drastically. I learned to budget properly, the online service that it gives, the features that it has, and also knowing that when I'm shopping online, it has a protective feature for it. Having an Atlantic Bank credit card, especially having two sons that are always wanting something. They want to shop here and they want to shop there. The good part about it is I get to look at Atlantic online to see where my spending is and to make sure I'm staying in budget.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
It's an massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double B-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Saturday. That's right, 2 times the B-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with B-Bucks Builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, B-Bucks. You can get it all this massive season only at Penny's. Quality and savings.
This year's celebration takes place under the theme Invest, Innovate, Sustain, Leading the Change in Renewable Energy Frontiers. This theme is both timely and visionary. It reminds us that the key to Belize's energy future lies in our ability to invest in transformative technologies, innovate through collaboration, and sustain our progress to shared responsibility.
When we create spaces, internships, research labs, and innovation challenges where young Belizeans can turn their ideas into renewable solutions made for Belize, where opportunity is rewarded with support for exploration, we all win.
Across the region, CARICOM member states are collaborating to invest, innovate, and sustain to build systems that are resilient to climate change impacts, responsive to community needs, and responsible to our planet. Our ministry proudly works hand in hand with CARICOM and our regional partners to ensure that Belize continues to lead by example. Because when the Caribbean stands together on clean energy, we send a message to the world. Small nations can lead in big ways.
Let us invest boldly in our renewable energy. Let us invest together from the classroom to the boardroom, and let us sustain this progress with unity and purpose so that what we build today, tomorrow, becomes the foundation of a stronger, cleaner future.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
All right. On the one fun day on, the window open and the light may turn off. It looks like you listen to me, Jamie.
Not only that, I even get a new coffee mug where keep my coffee hot all day.
I'm impressed. You don't look like you're so hard here.
Better than that, DL can change my meter to one of their new smart meter. They call it the AMI.
Oh, I hear about it on TV for BL ad, you know.
Yes, man. It don't reach the man better to change it right now. Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, I'm almost done here.
So that when you reach my area,
we're upgrading meters across Belize, house by house, business by business. Always look out for BL logo, uniforms, and IDs. BL will make you know when we're in the area. The EMI meter rollout is a part of BL strategy to modernize our energy services.
You don't need to come in at my house, right?
Come in at your house, boss, only if you got something good for you.
BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
November 19 was a special day for Belize. Garifuna Settlement Day festivities were in full swing from very early that day, all over the country, but especially in the South. Meanwhile, halfway around the world, a daughter of the South and probably the most famous Belizean in the world right now, Isabella Zabané, was preparing to perform during the Miss Universe 2025 preliminary competition in swimsuit and evening gown. 6 hours before, at midnight, she had competed in the national costume competition, displaying her Kill Bill toucan-inspired creation. Bella is hoping to achieve what only one other Belizean has ever done, place at Miss Universe. Back in 1979, Sarita Diana Acosta of Belize City was called as part of the top 12. The pageant was held in Perth, Australia, with 75 delegates competing. It was Belize's 5th time competing at the pageant. Back then, delegate scores were shown to the public, and we were able to see that Sarita's scores were good enough for 7th place, and she missed out on making the top 5 by percentage points. For Bella, it may be poetic that her biggest test on the international pageant stage thus far came during a time the people in her region were in full celebration. Bella did well in both the swimsuit and evening gown segments. It's not as easy as it looks, and not as simple as merely walking down the runway looking pretty. It is basically a sport, and many factors are looked at, judged, scrutinized, and scored. The judges must pick who they feel are the best 30 out of a group of 120, with each delegate giving her all, and with her country folk all hoping and wishing for the best. We now look at Bella's preliminary performance on Wednesday.
Isabella has visited 21 countries, many as a solo traveler. At 15, she founded Project Royalty to give prom dresses to girls who otherwise couldn't afford one. Believe. Isabella has a bachelor's in international studies and is completing a master's. She has worked in a combat zone on peace reconciliation and aims to be Belize's prime minister one day. Belize.
a look that represents the toucan. Both Belize and this national bird are small yet vast in spirit, showing that true strength comes from within. This creature of the skies shows what matters isn't size. Belize.
The consensus is that Bella performed well and may very well have put on the best preliminary performance by any Belize representative at Miss Universe ever. But it is still not a guarantee of a placement. Other than the preliminaries happening on Garifuna Settlement Day, Bella has another date that may be sort of a good omen. 4 years ago, on November 21, 2021, Destiny Wagner of Punta Gorda became the first Belizean to place at Miss Earth. She went on to be the first Belizean to make top 8, top 4, and then to win Belize's first ever crown at one of the Big 4 international pageants. The Miss Universe pageant will air tonight at 7 on November 20, 2025 our time, but by the time the pageant starts in Bangkok, Thailand, it would already be November 21. Will the date once again be lucky to Belizean pageantry? We'll find out soon. An 18-year-old male is recuperating after being stabbed in Dangriga on Wednesday night before 11. Jevin Armstrong told police that he was socializing at a bar and grill earlier that night when he was approached by an unknown male person who inflicted stab wounds to his body. Armstrong said he then ran towards the bar where he collapsed. He was taken to the Southern Regional Hospital for treatment, where he is currently listed in a stable condition. Police are investigating. A Salvadoran national wanted for multiple serious offenses has been captured in Belize and transferred to international authorities following a coordinated regional security operation. Law enforcement officials confirmed that the fugitive, identified as Julio Y., a known member of the Mara Salvatrucha MS-13 gang, was located in Belize through joint investigative efforts involving Belizean authorities, Guatemala's Instituto Guatemalteco de Migración, and Interpol officers based in Melchor de Mencos, Petén. Julio Y. is wanted in El Salvador for homicide and for possession, carrying, and use of firearms, offenses for which Salvadoran authorities are seeking to impose sentences of 15, 5, and 4 years. And there was excitement on the compound of St. Luke Methodist Primary School in Lake Independence, Belize City this morning, as students from Standard 1 through 6 received a special visit. Dwayne Wade from the Brotherhood in Cycling paid the students a visit and did a special reading with them. Wade explained that the Brotherhood is embarking on this initiative and hopes to visit a different school each month. He spoke on the importance of reading as well as the link between education and sports.
Brotherhood in Cycling is an organization that was formed by Mr. Oswald Bowman and a team of other individuals who historically have been or associated with cycling in Belize. And what they are trying to do is give back to the cycling community, give back to the community here in Belize from an educational perspective. So we'll be doing things like this, speaking to young kids in schools, also providing different opportunities, around cycling, around sports, around education. Education is key. We all know that education is the vehicle that actually takes you out of poverty. So what we want to do is stress on that, and it starts at a young age, obviously with reading, right? Once you're able to read at a proficient level, the world is open up to you. You can access a lot of information. So that's the key. That's where we're going to start with these young kids. Is we're going to do these different sessions in reading, and the organization Brotherhood in Cycling is definitely focused heavily on education. This is the first, this is kind of like the pilot program. This is the first opportunity that we've received, but the hope is once a month to identify another school and continue working with the young kids.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on the station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.